And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Steps away to his left. Into the secondary, past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
11. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Burrow on play action. Steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll run with Mixon. This will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Mayfield off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you know, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled. But now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely, because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game when head coach Sam Leitch addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 1st down, Mayfield. Make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Play Mayfield. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
6-0 our score after 1.
11 MT. Check nickel. 11.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
12. Watch the slant.
Burrow on third down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A run for Nick Chubb. Fights forward at the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Can.
You got 3 down.
11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11. 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Don't let it free, defense.
First down. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
11, mighty.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
11 MT. 11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there of 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 31, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Chubb. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and 6.
11 MT. 11 MT. Like 28. Hey, check. Hey, number 12. 11 MT. Tape. 11 MT. Tape.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They got 29 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11 Thomas. 2. 11. Go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow going for it all. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two sides. 24-all our score as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And
this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
76 yards.
And the Browns on one play have taken the lead.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
To return it, Darius Phillips.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure
It got his man complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after the bottom line. They are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Mayfield on play action.
That is caught left side by Bryant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Mayfield looks to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll try again with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, and now it'll be 4th and goal. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. DJ Reader there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Chubb. Powers through him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he slides to avoid the hit.
It's a gain of 10.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.